Hi, my name is Lacey Hemman. I'm a physical therapist assistant. I work at Cabinet Peaks Medical Center in Libby, Montana. This is Callan Hagnes. She is a senior in high school. She's also the pitcher for her women's softball team, so we are going to be doing drills for softball. This video is going to demonstrate several different aspects of training. There's going to be a warm-up, a gym exercise, a drill for foot speed, a drill for hand speed, an agility drill, a plyometric exercise, a cool down, and then a flexibility stretch at the end. So the first part of this video is going to be a warm-up exercise. Since she is a pitcher, we do want to make sure we warm up the upper body before she does any actual pitches. So the first couple motions are just going to be warm-up, and there's no balls involved in this. I want you to perform 15 backwards windmills for me. Good. Take a little rest break, and then you're going to go ahead and perform 15 forward windmills. Going forward. There you go. Good. So now that we got her upper body moving some, we're going to actually move on to a more dynamic pitching with actually using balls. For this, at the field, she would be 5 feet closer to the home plate than she would normally be pitching. And I'm also going to have you kneel down on one knee, on your right knee down. Yep, perfect. So this one, we're going to isolate just the upper body, not allowing any torso twisting or lower extremities to be involved. So we're focusing more on just shoulder. In this position, she'll be down and she'll be performing a regular pitch and just pitching it like she normally would. So go ahead. Good. Good. Excellent. Good. Good. So in practice or before a game, she would want to perform 5 to 10 of these to make sure she's really warmed up before she does a full pitch. The next part of the video is the gym weight exercise. Since pitching does involve a lot of the pec muscles, that is one of the main groups that we are going to be focusing on today. So I have picked the supine bench press. She will be using dumbbells, so each weight arm is working equally versus a straight bar where she could be pushing harder with one side versus the other. So this one, she is going to be aiming for 3 sets of 10. She will be using 15-pound weights to date, just to make the video just a little bit easier. But in real life, she will be doing something that's actually challenging for her so she can produce some muscle growth. So I'm going to give you these weights. Good. All right. And I want you to make sure that you're pushing up through your chest, squeezing here, keeping your elbows at a 45-degree angle, not letting them come up to the 90. So go ahead and do 10 of those. Good. One more. 10. Good. Go ahead and rest. So if she was doing an actual training, she would be doing 3 sets of 10 with at least 30 seconds to 1 minute rest between sets to give the muscles adequate time to recover from her exercise. All right, this next drill is going to be the box drill. It is for foot speed. So this one, she will be sprinting forward through the first 2 cones. Once she hits the top cone, she's going to be side shuffling to the next cone. At the next cone, she will backpedal, and once she hits the first starting cone, she will turn and make a full sprint through for about 10 to 15 yards. This is working on agility and speed, foot speed. So I'm going to have her demonstrate that right now. Go ahead. Good. And the next drill is going to be for hand-eye coordination and hand speed. It is the frisbee drill. We're using multiple sizes of lids today to mimic the frisbee. So the pitcher will be about 10 to 15 feet away from the batter, and they'll be throwing frisbees which have a different flight pattern than a ball would. So they have to react quickly enough to change to the flight pattern so they are able to make quick contact with the lids. This will help with her swinging and pitches that could be floating over the plate. The next drill is going to be an agility drill. We are going to be using the ladder, agility ladder. She will be doing multiple different variations going through it. Once she exits the last rung, I will be rolling a ball either to her left or right. She must react quickly and field the ball, just like in sports. So in the next couple of videos, or next couple of segments, will be her doing this drill. The next one will be a plyometric exercise of tuck jumps. Here she'll be jumping forward with 2 feet, trying to bring her knees to at least hip level and quickly rebounding off the ground. She will do 5 to 10 of these. Take a rest break and she will do 3 sets of this. Plyometrics are good for increasing power and speed strength. This will be important in her base running and stealing bases and also fielding balls if she needs. So she will demonstrate that now. We are now going to do some cool down exercises. This is to help keep your body moving, kind of get things prepared for static stretching. This is going to be done after training exercises, after practice, or after games. So the first thing I want you to do is some arm circles. Go ahead and do about 5, 10 of them backwards. Good. And then you're going to go forward. Good. And then I want you to do some neck circles, so you're going to kind of roll your head around, 5 to 10 of them, and then you're going to switch directions. Good. You want to kind of focus on every part of the body, make sure you're moving it all, not just focusing on the major muscle groups. Good. And then you're going to do some torso twists, so you're kind of just rotating over your hips, getting the back to move, moving the core. Now moving on to lower body stuff, I want you to just do some butt kicks, nice and gentle. Excellent. And then the last one, you're going to be doing walking knee hugs, where you're kind of pulling up, stretching, and walking forward. Yep. Good. So as she finishes this is just kind of a cool down, getting things moving again before we move on to the static stretching that we will be talking about in just a little bit. The last portion of this video will be a flexibility stretching exercise. We will be demonstrating 2 different exercises today. And the first one, we are going to be working on back stretches. So she's going to place her opposite hand on the opposite outside of her thigh, and then she's going to slightly bend forward and rotate at this one. Good, until she feels a stretch into her back. Every stretch should be held for 30 seconds. You will repeat this 3 times on each side to keep both sides equal. It is important to stretch after every practice, training, or game. The stretching ideally should be performed 7 days a week. Good. Go ahead and stand up. So that is for her back. We're also going to be moving on and doing a pec stretch. She does use her pec muscles quite often during the pitching and softball game, so we are going to stretch that. This can be done independently in a doorway, but today we'll be demonstrating on having an outside person help her stretch. I want you to hold your arms up. Good. And I'm going to give a slight pull on her elbows, pulling away from her, opening up her chest, elongating those pec muscles. Again, this would be held for 30 seconds, and we would do this 3 separate times. Good. Go ahead and relax. Stretching is an important part of any training program that is performed. We need to keep our muscles in optimal length to help prevent injuries. I would like to thank Callan Hagnes for participating in this video today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.